Tim here. As tempting as it is to start on these brand spanking new ones, which I was saving for stringing these two guys. I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna actually do some type of hybrid setup on these guys, or who knows, maybe I'll use them. But for now, I'm gonna use this because the strings are pretty much dead and they're frayed or notched. One of the two. It's hard to move them. They have such big notches inside of them. So I'm gonna cut this. Now I remember when you cut, you just try to not cut all one way, but evenly distribute the weight. So I'll like just, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, cut them. And then probably use a synthetic gut first. It's like super duper cheap. It's like $105. It's just super affordable. I don't even know if I'm gonna hit with it. It's just super cheap, but like I've got so many choices. And I just ordered a couple reels too. I ordered some multi-filament. That's this stuff. I got the Excel. They've got others, but it says comfort and power. So I'll either do this in the crosses or I might just do a full bed of it. I don't know. I do not know, but I might do it in the crosses instead of gut first, just to, you know, get the just things, kind of get my bearings and try to get proficient with this before, you know, I screw up and waste like a $50 pack. Although really 25 because it's half and half. But anyways, yeah, I've got to reel this, which this stuff's good. You don't have to go full tilt. In beginner's class, I'm not going full tilt because then it's like being a bully, or I'm screwing up. I need to work on technique. So I'm like, beginner's class, I am trying to do the right stuff, but I'm trying to like go at a controlled pace. You know, I'm not going full tilt. And if the polyester here, it's only good if you're swinging like crazy. If you're not swinging like crazy, you're not extracting the performance out of it. So it's almost a waste. That's why I use this against like the ball machine. I'm like, this has gut on the main, so it's a little different. There's a lot of power, but even then I don't need power when I'm hitting with beginners and just trying to work on my technique, not even worrying about the pace of the ball. Just trying to put a little spin on it, do the proper technique. So anyways, that's why I got a real multi-filament. And then I didn't get more RPM blast because I've still got quite a bit here. I got RPM Team, which I guess is one of the softest polyesters they offer. I might even try a full bed of that, and then try that like as a, I don't know, like just different combinations. I could maybe try that on the main and then have this on the crosses or something. Just try it out, you know. Just a softer feel, so less spin on the RPM Team, but a softer, so it might be easier, more arm friendly. I think it lasts longer too, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, and then I didn't get RPM power because it seems counterintuitive. I already got power rackets. I'm doing hybrid with gut, so as tempting as it was to get blue RPM power, which I could, but I got RPM Hurricane just because Roddick used it, I believe. So I'm a Roddick fanboy, so I think it's less stiff than RPM Blast, but maybe slightly less spin. I don't know if it has more power or not, honestly don't know. But yeah, so, and they have this weird, it's like a yellow, the Hurricane's a yellow string, so it'll look good whether it's on this or my pure drives. Blue and yellow, my favorite colors. And this is already yellow and black, so it'll look pretty sweet. And it should be fine. I think it was Pro Hurricane Tour like years ago, and that's what Roddick strings were, the Hurricane. And I believe Roddick had some iteration of the pure drive. They always use their own rackets, and they update the rackets, and they use their, you know, it's like MotoGP or Formula One. You can't buy those cars. They're like prototypes, you know, but it's not like a spec car series or whatever, like GT3 GT, where you can actually get that Porsche like 911 or, and that's like legit. So doesn't matter anyways. Yeah, so I'm gonna, I guess I'll do this camera. I already talked enough, who cares? I feel like they're gonna hit me in the face, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh wow, I'm weak. Oh, there we go. Oh, helps to, I'm just trying to evenly cut them, like left and right, if that makes sense. Because you don't want to just all cut on one side, because then the balance is completely off. And when the balance is completely off, you're putting way more pressure on one side of the racket, which is horrible. And maybe it wouldn't break it. I have a hard time believing they'd break anything nowadays, but regardless, no reason to test those waters. Yeah. They was dead. I was tempted to hit these till they're dead, but like, oh wow. And I need to start cutting over here. Should probably cut a little faster. Oh, that's tight. Bam, I think I got them all. Yes, so cool. Not crazy hard. Obviously, just cutting stuff, but cutting them evenly and whatnot. And then, yeah, I was gonna string on a pure drive. I might still actually, but then that means I have to undo one. And the two I've got, well, that's obviously new ones. Got this. I'm definitely not restringing this. This is the one wherever Chris helped me out, played chess, and did most of it. I did bits and pieces. There's only one mistake, like a double under over somewhere at the bottom. Insignificant, but still. But I'm gonna keep this. I've only used it like 2 or 3 times, so this still has a lot of life in it. It's multi-filament, so I'm definitely not restringing this one. And then this one is full poly. I've hit on it once. I let another guy hit on it because his strings broke. I don't remember their names, but it's good. It's RPM blast, full bed. It's a lot on my arm when I was hitting. Maybe it'd be fine now, but like even right now, right here hurts, kind of, and it hurts to knuckle up. Wrist doesn't hurt. Arm is barely sore. It's nice it is outside, 70 degrees, beautiful weather. I gotta rest because I've got beginner's class tomorrow. I want to be there before and after. I was out 5 hours yesterday from about 5 to just past 9. I was dead tired, but I want to do that tomorrow too. So, anyways, yeah, so this is super stiff. Probably has a bunch of spin. So I don't really want to restring this because I've only used it a couple times and it's probably been a month or two. So it has had some tension loss, but I've only hit on it a couple times. This one, I've hit on not as much as that arrow, but it's hybrid too, but man, I'm tempted. I don't know. It still is pretty good, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. Or maybe I'll just string on the new ones and I don't know, you know? Choices, right? I've got 2 reels coming in, but I've got all this stuff. Polyester. Yeah, and I can really, this is like 2 rackets right here. If I choose to hybrid it, which I'm pretty sure I will. And this is multi-filament. Like I could do both of these together, 2 rackets. I would definitely do the polyester as the main and the multi-filament as the crosses to supplement it with just a little better feel and power. Honestly, I probably will use these together. And I'll probably just use this just as a practice string. And then of course I've got the multi-filament. Getting a whole goddamn reel of this. I've got the real deal blast and gut, but I still got a ways to go on skills, so I'm sure I could use these strings and it'll be fine. It's all about my technique, so regardless if I hit it with crazy power spin every once in a while, it doesn't matter. I just need to get to the point where I'm a lot more consistent. So I might keep this on here. It is a little, there is a little wear on here. It's not as bad as the arrow, but it's definitely a little bit. But I think this is still good, so I'm not going to string on this. I'm going to keep using this. This is like, I don't want to restring this because, I don't know, it should still be good. So I don't know, maybe I will string on these. Maybe I'll actually do both of these on each of those actually. I think I am actually going to do that. But before that, I'm going to use a synthetic gut on here just to practice and stuff and just try to figure it out. And I'm not going to record the whole thing because it'd be kind of, you think this is tedious. Like I'll be watching YouTube on how to do it and stuff. I know you start down here, I believe, and you go up. It's on Tennis Warehouse. I believe you start pure drive on here, skip 7 to 9. I believe on this one and the pure drive. I know the pure drive for sure. I believe on this one too. And then, I don't know, I gotta look up the knots, and it's gonna be the biggest thing. But you know, if I screw up with this stuff, this is like less than $5 a tap. So it's like, yeah, it's like, and I'm getting more real, so I'm not too worried about it unless I keep screwing up. So I'm gonna wait on a blast in the gut until I know like I've got shit on lockdown. Plus I want my playing ability a lot better too before I start doing that. So I'm just gonna use this gamma stuff. And then I've got all those reels coming in. And I got a reel multi-filament, and I can technically use multi-filament instead of gut for a while for the hybrids with all the polys, and I probably actually will do that. Substantially cheaper. It's not like I'm like a pro player, so I'm not gonna notice. I mean, I might notice difference, but because gut's like, oh my gosh, but it should still be fine. So actually, I'm sure there's better ways of doing this. Eventually I'll figure them out. There's probably even maybe a faster way to cut it where like I'm not doing what I'm doing right now. Like, but I don't have no idea. I'll figure it out. But anyways, it's enough for now. And then I'm gonna start. I'll probably next video I'll have the racket in there, and then actually be starting. I'll watch my videos, try to figure it out, and then actually start, and then record a bit of that until I get to a point where I need to watch more videos and pause it.